The Rosicrucian tradition teaches a prayer spoken in complete silence without any words or thoughts. It's pure intention directed toward the divine without language interfering. And adepts claim that this wordless communion bypasses all the rational mind entirely, allowing direct soul-to-spirit contact that verbal prayer cannot achieve because language limits what can be expressed, and the truly ineffable divine can only be approached through silence that contains everything. This is the silent prayer, and understanding why Rosicrucians abandon words reveals that this is the highest form of prayer, and that consists of listening rather than speaking, that consciousness itself is the prayer when purified of thought, and that silence is the language that God speaks. Let's start with the practice. You start by entering deep stillness, body relaxed, mind quiet, and emotions settled. No words form, not even mentally, no visualizations, no concepts, and no requests, just pure presence directed toward the divine. The intention is wordless longing, your entire being turned toward God without trying to communicate anything specific. You're not asking, not thanking, and not confessing. You're simply being in the divine presence with complete openness. Duration varies. Some practice minutes and others hours. The measure isn't time, but depth. One moment of genuine wordless communion accomplishes more than hours of verbal prayer according to the Rosicrucians. But why silence, and why is it so powerful? Well, the theory goes that language creates separation. There's you speaking and God listening. Silent prayer dissolves this duality entirely. When words cease, the boundary between prayer and prayed to begins dissolving. Words carry ego too. Even sacred language involves your personality choosing expressions, your mind constructing meaning, and silence is meant to strip away all personality entirely, leaving pure consciousness relating to pure being. The ineffable can't be spoken. God's true nature transcends all description. Talking about God keeps you in concepts, but silent presence allows direct contact beyond concepts. So what's with the Rosicrucian context? Well, Christian Rosicrucian himself reportedly spent years in meditation learning from Eastern mystics and Sufi masters who practiced silent meditation, remembrance of God beyond words. He brought this practice to Rosicrucian initiation as the highest form of prayer. The manifestos describe adepts who, quote, pray without ceasing, not because they're constantly talking to God, but because they maintain constant silent awareness of divine presence underlying all activity. Silent prayer appears as advanced practice after initiates master verbal prayer, visualization, and ritual. It's the culmination. When you've learned all techniques, you transcend technique entirely and simply be in the presence of the divine. But why does it matter? Well, it's important because silent prayer represents the apex of mystical practice across all traditions. Christian contemplation, Buddhist meditation, Kabbalistic devakut all converge on wordless communion with the absolute. It proves that the relationship with the divine doesn't require language, theology, or even thought. Consciousness itself, when purified and directed, is the ultimate prayer regardless of the belief system. The practice routinely challenges religious assumptions that prayer means talking. Rosicrucians discovered the most powerful prayer contains no words at all, just presence, intention, and the silence where God speaks. And now you know that